Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Chris Olave with the touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Texas A&M. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Great, set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down, and they go right back to him. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. On the play fake, it's Hurts. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Let's see what they went with on third down.
Great, set. Crowd, let's get it. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Great, set. Hey, easy, 63, bang. No touch.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second and 3 now.
No touch, set. No touch.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Offense up to the line fast. Another carry for him. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles start off well, tie things 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. To throw it on first down. Pitts brings it in. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Now looking to throw. Got a man. Robinson has it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Trying the right side. And they had that one contained right at the line. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Pressure coming, it's Hurts. Looking the sideline, that's Coleman. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
No touch. Hey! No touch.
Plowing up the middle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 29. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, 73.
From the pistol, Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
73. Crowd left Yeti. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're left with 4th and short.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. This one taken in. They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Falcons will take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throw in from near his own goal line. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down at Lima.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Falcons driving ahead.
On the go.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Set, go.
Throwing now on 1st down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 19, right here.
Setting up a throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
First down throwing for Hurts. Hauled in left side. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Great, set. Set. Alpha, alpha, alpha.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Delta.
Hurts now from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Hey. 63, 63, 63. That's right. Hey, easy, 63, 63, bang. Go Silver, ready? No touch.
Throwing here, Hurts. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Broke through the tackle. And the Falcons make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing from the gun. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
He'll throw it. He lets one fly deep downfield. Looking for Smith, but it's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. He's going to field this at the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch it.
Right up the gut. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
73. 73. Call up Yanni.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Great. Set. Tiger Hornet. Hey. Call up Yanni. Yanni.
Back to throw, Hurts. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Airing it out to start this drive. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darnell Savage with the pick. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
No touch. Alpha. No touch.
From the 42. Finds a man right side. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
set. Crowd left, Yanni. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Falcons get it back after making their third first-half interception. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Looking for a throw here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throw on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Eagles will start their drive in optimal field position. First down, ball at the 36.
Oh, it's Silver, ready? No touch.
Here's a give up the middle. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
No touch.
Back-to-back carries here. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left, Yanni. Hey. No touch.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure on its way. Pitts brings it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only 3 yards that time. They're left to figure out a 3rd and 15.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Third and 4 coming up now.
No touch it. Go Silver, ready?
Tight end in motion left.
No touch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got to see the doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And a man is there to knock that away. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys got a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go.
Back to throw. This is reeled in by Reed. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Robinson on the inside give. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
Give now to the running back. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Set.
Here's the handoff. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
They'll run here on 1st down. He loses the football. And the Falcons scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Pretty obvious, this defense. Man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Falcons down by only 3. First and 10, around to Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Kyle Leviani.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after. And now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing now. Buys time, rolling right. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Here he is to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. He'll look to throw it. This is for the ball game. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they really mattered.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Crowd left Yeti. Great, set. Hey, 73. 73. Crowd left Yeti. Tiger Hornet. Hey.
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Falcons make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Falcons